guys Pantry, and as you see in the title, I'm making pasta fazool or pasta fagioli, and both the same thing. There's two different takes on it, whatever you want to call it, or pasta fagioli. I was inspired by a very dear friend of mine who just started a YouTube channel, and I watched her video twice, and she does a takeoff of Olive Gardens, but I was like, you made me so hungry for that, and I want to give her a shout out. So it's a brand new channel. I want you guys to go over and visit because she is an inspiration. She's got some really good recipes. I've done a couple here on my channel, but she didn't have a channel to give her a shout out. So now she does. Her channel name is Apron Strings, and I'll put that right up above here. And I'm gonna link the video to the pasta fagioli, and you can go over there and subscribe to her channel. Please tell her that I sent you, and let's get her channel going. She's super excited. She's brand new, so I think she's doing an excellent job at editing and filming and everything. And you're gonna love her kitchen. Look in the background because it is stunning. It's just beautiful. So anyway, someday I'm gonna go visit, and we're gonna hang out for a while and do some freeze drying and some canning and some gardening, and you're gonna see a little bit of that, all that from her, I believe, on her channel. So anyways, go see her and let Gay know that I sent you. All right, so let's get to the recipe. And mine may vary from anybody else's, and that's how cooking is, right? I'm gonna have olive oil down here. I'm gonna have some sweet Italian sausage. Now, normally I would want spicy and hot, but I really think that the sweet lends a better flavor for pasta fagioli. So I am gonna use my Power Chef, and I've already rough chopped my onion. I've got onion, flat Italian parsley, about a cup of celery. Some people put carrots in it, but I'm not going to. My marinara has carrots in it, and it's pretty sweet with homegrown tomatoes. So, and these are from 2016. These are the last tomatoes that I grew. And I've got some home-canned kidney beans and some home-canned northern white beans that I will rinse both of these off. I don't have any cannellini beans, and that's what it usually calls for, is the white kidney. Some fire roasted tomatoes and some, this is a stewed tomato blend. We're gonna put some Italian seasoning, all that. I've got some chopped garlic. I'm gonna throw the parsley, and I've got the tops of some celery because they were beautifully fragrant and off of this celery, and I got really nice organic celery. And I'm gonna throw my onions and everything in here. And I'm gonna bring you in close so you get a close-up view of this, and then we'll take you over to the stove and I'll show you how I put this whole thing together, and you're absolutely gonna love this dish. You're gonna wanna share it. I also am gonna be using some ditalini pasta, and I'll cook that off in the pasta maker. I use this all the time in my kitchen. I don't have boil over ever, because if I put pasta on the stove, I forget about it and it boils over and makes a mess. I don't have that, and I can portion it out and know exactly how much water. So this is by Tupperware. So is this. Oh yeah, so is this and this. No, anyway, okay, come on in and we'll put this meal together. It's gonna be hearty. I'm sharing it with my daughter and a friend, so yum, can't wait. Okay, so now we're gonna use the Power Chef. So I'm just gonna put the onion and the garlic, and I had 3 big cloves of garlic, and it's the purple garlic. It's so good. It just flavors everything delicious. And so I've got my parsley, my celery tops, my garlic, and my onion. 1 large onion. Oh, there's 3 or 4 cloves of garlic. Some not so big, some very big. And it's the purple garlic. It's wonderful. So you just give it a pull. And how easy is that? I didn't have to chop and stand here and get everything the right size. I got it all perfect right there. Okay. Anyway, so I'm going to take this out. I'm gonna brown my meat before I put this in, so this can sit while I wait. Now, if I was making this ahead of time, there is a seal that comes with this. I could put the seal on and put it in the refrigerator and it's good to go. I don't have to transfer it to another bowl or anything. So let's get our meat and some olive oil down in this pan. You're definitely gonna need some really good olive oil. And we'll get to sauteing the meat, and then we'll throw the veggies in and get them nice and soft. And this is an easy meal. You can do this on a weeknight. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get my fire on. And this is the ultra heat burner, so it heats up pretty fast. You get down a couple tablespoons of olive oil. Even though this pan is non-stick, I still want olive oil in my recipe. So there you go. And then I've got a pound of sweet, mild Italian sausage. And I think I'm gonna make this extra meaty, and I'm gonna use a pound and a half. So I've got another package here that I'll be using. And we'll have a really nice, meaty Italian pasta fagioli. Oh, I'm so excited. I've seen people put, well, you know what, maybe I'll brown off all of it, and if it looks like I have too much, then we'll take some out and use it for a different recipe, because I have another recipe that I want to use Italian sausage in, and it needs to be browned off. So we'll just do it that way. So I have two different brands here. I've got a local brand and a national brand. So we're gonna see how they mesh together and get this all browned off. Now I'm gonna actually add some spices in here, and the spices will kind of come alive. I've got oregano, about a teaspoon of oregano. We're gonna add, I could not find fresh basil in the grocery store, so I've got freeze-dried basil, non-GMO. This is from Lighthouse. Thrive also has basil, but I just grabbed this. I need to use it. So about a tablespoon of basil, and Thrive has an Italian freeze-dried blend that I'm going to use about a tablespoon of that. And down below, if you're interested in any of the Thrive products, there's a link. So let's get this, turn the burner down a little, and we'll get breaking this sausage up. Okay, so now I've got the meat browned off. I took out a cup. This is a 1 cup Vent and Serve. I took that out for a different recipe because there's plenty of meat in here. So about a pound and a half of meat for this recipe. You gotta leave room for the beans. I've rinsed my beans. I'm gonna add my aromatics, my celery, and my onions, parsley, and garlic to it now. And we're gonna saute that until the onions and the garlic become pretty fragrant, and you know they're kind of translucent, because the soup doesn't take that long. It's so good. And it's hearty, like almost like a stew, because it is pretty thick. Okay, so now we're progressing along. I've got my pasta ready. There's measurements on the side, and I'm doing, what did I said, a measurement for 3. So there's there's probably maybe 2 cups of pasta, maybe not. Yeah, probably 2 cups of ditalini pasta, which is just a shortcut pasta. Looks like a little straw that you cut over and over. And it doesn't swell too bad. So now that my veggies have really sweated down with that meat and the oil, and it smells amazing. Oh my goodness. Okay, I am ready to add my fire roasted tomatoes, juice and all, my stewed tomatoes, juice and all, and that just gives you a different texture. It's awesome. If you want smaller chunks, go in there with your kitchen scissors and cut those up, or break them up with your spoon, because I know my daughter's gonna go, those are too big. I don't care. I like them big. I want a hearty soup or stew. This is like an Italian stew to me. Okay, now I'm gonna add my marinara. And I've rinsed and drained my beans already. So this is, and everybody asks about this opener. This was a gift. If you can find them on the internet, let me know. I think one person said she found them. Okay. All right, so marinara. Oh, look at that. Oh, it smells heavenly, like summer. I'm not wasting one little bit of this either. None of it. So the canning jar lid can go to recycle, and we'll put down our marinara. Nice thick chunky marinara. And I'm gonna rinse my jar out because all that goodness, I'm not wasting it. And because I'm adding a little bit of water, it'll thin this out a little bit. So now you could add bouillon, or you could add chicken broth at this point, and or turkey stock. I have a ton of turkey stock, and I may go ahead and add some chicken, or you could do beef, even beef bone broth. I'm gonna need some more liquid. So let's get that handled, and I'll be back when we add the beans. Okay guys, so I just put my 2 pint jars of beans. One is a northern white bean, it's beautiful, and one is a kidney bean. Now you could use all cannelloni beans, which is traditional, or you can use whatever bean you like. I mean, I wouldn't use black beans in here, but I definitely, any other kind of bean, kidney bean or a white bean. In the microwave, I have the ditalini pasta in the pasta maker, and I put it on 90% power for 8 minutes. That should bring me to an al dente stage. I'm gonna check it though in about 6.5, 7 minutes. I want it to finish the cooking process in the soup. And this is a thick and hearty soup, almost like a stew. Trust me, I've already tasted it. It's delicious. I cannot wait to share. All right, so I'm still simmering here, and I'm gonna go ahead. My pasta is super al dente. I mean, if you were gonna, it's still got a little bit of a crunch in the very center, but it's gonna continue to cook, and I want it to absorb all the flavors. This, you put the lid on and you drain it right out of the container. So now we have 3 to 4 cups, probably 3, of ditalini, and I just eyeball how much I think I need in here. You don't want it so overfilled with pasta that nobody wants to eat it, but you definitely want some in there. It's gonna be so good. And if you think you need to thin this down, it's full of flavor. You can add some water. It's almost like an Italian goulash if you think about it. Okay, I'm gonna reserve that little bit right there and not add it. This is plenty. I want a thick, hearty stew. I'm gonna let this simmer, and if it reduces down, I'll add a little bit of water back to it, but I'm gonna let this simmer until the pasta is completely cooked and absorbed the rest of this, and I know I've got dinner to go. All right. Okay guys, this is ready. Look at this beautiful pasta, Fazool. Ugh, it's done. I did put the rest of the pasta in there, and now it's finished cooking, and it's just perfect to serve. You want a thick, hearty stew, if you will. And it's got the tomatoes and the pasta and the beans, and you could add more beans. I thought 2 pint jars was plenty. If I was gonna do cannellini beans, home canned or otherwise, I would have done 2, maybe 3, but I really feel like 2's plenty, because this is a hearty little deal right there. I'm gonna add a little bit of grated Parm because I like it that way, and that's totally up to you. You can add fresh Parmesan. I don't happen to have any right now, so this is what I'm doing. And look at that. Okay, I better get a picture, and then I'm gonna give you a taste test, because this has got to cool down just a second. Okay guys, I'm ready to give this a taste test, hot or not. I want sausage, I want beans, I want pasta, tomatoes, celery, I want all of it, all in one bite. Little Parm, and the cheese is optional, but I like it with Parm. The pasta is perfect. This actually freezes well, so if you want to freeze this, I'm probably going to freezer bank a little bit of this for myself and share the rest. And this will be my dinner. All right. The possibilities for this pasta fagioli, which is basically if you use the pasta and the beans and make the rest your own, the possibilities are endless. You could add kale in this, you could add spinach. I've done both of those before. You can add carrots, you can leave it out, you can do anything you want. I must be hungry because this is delicious. And I love the Italian sausage. So 1.5 pounds of Italian sausage. And this is a big 6.2 quart, just about full to the top. So it'll feed a family, that's for sure. All right, guys, I can't wait to see you next time. I hope you check the links below for Tupperware and whatever else I've got going on down there. I've got my Amazon link, my Facebook page. Go over and join my Facebook page and say hi. And if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them there or down below. You might catch me over there a little bit faster. So, all right, we'll see you next time for another delicious recipe and a gardening update. I've got huge gardening updates coming up. All right.